Hi all, Bhaskar here. I'm delighted to share with you this lovely story that is profound in its implications. It's a story about the Golden Buddha. So the story starts off in this beautiful little village in Thailand many centuries ago. And this village had a prized possession, which was this beautiful, magnificent golden statue of the Buddha. They valued it very dearly. And one day, the villagers found out that an invading army was about to attack their village. So right away they got concerned about this golden statue and for sure it'd be ruined. So one villager had this wonderful idea of covering up the statue with mud. So all the villagers thought, yes, good idea. And they all sort of rushed to the statue, covered it up very nicely with mud, made it look all perfect, and they ran away from the village. And sure enough, a couple of days later, the invading army came into this village, and upon seeing this mud statue, they just walked right on. They took what they could and moved on. And like this, years and decades and centuries went by, and a whole new settlement entered into this village. And they had no idea about the statue. And after many years, one fine afternoon, under the burning heat of the sun, there was this young monk who was meditating in front of the mud statue. And as he opened his eyes, he saw something glistening in the corner of the statue. And he became curious. He came up to the statue and started to scratch away at it and discovered, my goodness, there's gold underneath. So right away he runs to the monastery and tells all the monks, this seems to be made of gold. And they all come rushing out and they all sort of etch away at the statue, bringing it back to its original golden luster. This is the Golden Buddha statue story. And it's profound in that what the story points to is that we are all born with this original golden nature. It's our inherent condition. I have a 6-month-old daughter now, and she's just so bright and present and pure and just alive. It's something you can actually feel. We're all born this way. And then, out of fear, perceived or otherwise, we tend to put this mud around us, this mud of personality. The word persona in this language of Latin very wisely called it persona, which means mask. We put on this mask of personality to protect ourselves from this fear. First of all, to a fear of not belonging, so we take on the cultural conditioning of the place where we are born, which is all the rites and rituals and beliefs and ideologies and philosophies and that sort of a thing. And then the social conditioning to fit in again. If you don't do this, this terrible thing will happen. If you do this, that terrible thing will happen. And it's kind of fear-based dichotomy that we're given, not for any bad reasons. It's just how the society has been sort of controlled. And then we have our own fears that come in through time, fears about not being good enough, not being worthy, not being loved or appreciated or respected or recognized, our fear of being alone, our fear of being poor, and all that stuff kind of pads up this mud thicker and thicker until one final day, either through just grace and serendipity or just through the sheer burning heat of experience, the mud starts to crack and we start to notice something that's glistening underneath that mud. And then all the wisdom teachers and teachings come along to inform and inspire us to remove all that mud and restore us to our original golden nature. I find the story inspiring because it invites me to look at all the mud that I've taken on that really have no place in the original Bhaskar underneath all that mud. And also to realize that that golden nature is always there regardless of what mud is being discovered. And when I'm in that state of golden awareness, the original nature, and I can recognize that much more easily in others, and this makes this connection much more deeper, much more meaningful and rich. So may this story inform us and inspire us to examine and remove all the mud that have no basis anymore so that we can shine in, shine out, and shine on. Much love. So guys, there's just so much happening with Dana right now that I can't even keep up. So I'm going to have to look at my screen to help me out. So here are some of the cool events that are coming up. Firstly, Andre Lapin and Cesaria Throng, two master facilitators who are the owners of this Lotus Heart retreat center in Ontario are coming by specifically to give us a heart-based workshop. It's called the Sacred Heart Solstice Retreat. So heartfulness just before the holiday season, end of December. The link is on the video. Please check that out. There's also you might know Miss Cheryl Besner, radio personality from CJ80 Solo in the City and also relationship expert. She and I are giving a very special retreat on, you guessed it, relationships. That's going to be at the spectacular location of La Couvent in Val-Morin up north. And then we have brother Eric Baudry, who is just a class act guy. I'm privileged to call him my friend, and is offering another fraternal resource retreat, a retreat for men only. It's called One's Path to the Self Through Brotherhood. So a men's only retreat. Now I know demographically speaking, it's mainly women who watch these videos, so I encourage you to please share this link with all your men in your life, the brothers, the uncles, the fathers, the colleagues, the son, and all the men could really benefit from getting together and having meaningful conversation and connecting and speaking about things that really matter in life. There is that. Then there is, of course, brother Solomon Kruger, the flow master himself, the founder of the flow movement in Montreal, is offering this epic retreat called the Flowline Retreat. That's going to happen at Autour-de-Corps in this beautiful place in the Eastern Townships down south in Sutton area. And it's all about connecting body, mind, and spirit in the most meaningful, experiential way. Again, Solomon is someone I look up to very highly. He's a master facilitator. So I encourage you to check that out as well. And beyond even this, there is going to be a mother-daughter retreat by the expert Jenny B, who has been a long-time teacher of mother, baby, and child yoga, also a mother of a daughter herself, and to really explore this very profound bond between mother and daughter in a retreat setting. So that's coming up. And I can go on and on like this. So please check out the Dana site, see all the cool things that are there, and they're all there in service of you, so we can all remove this mud and bring back our golden nature so we can shine on, and that light may inspire others as well. Stay blessed.